Hello, my very good morning and welcome along to the Sports Ride. My name is Kiza K. A whole lot to be checked about on the show. Well, quickly, very apologies for the show coming your way very late. Now, let's move on. The Women's World Cup gave the sport a huge boost in co-host New Zealand, where new attendance record were set. The head of the country's football governing body said Spain trailing 2-1 semi-final victory over Sweden Tuesday was watched by a sellout crowd of 43,217 at Auckland's Eden Park, according the highest attendance for men's and women's match in New Zealand. Now, with the remaining Women's World Cup games taking place in Australia, football official reported more than 700,000 fans attended the 29-match stage in New Zealand. This tournament has seen a colossal change in the way of football, and particularly women's football is seen in New Zealand, said Andrew Bracknell, chief executive of New Zealand Football. The attendance record was first broken on the opening day of the tournament when 42,137 saw New Zealand beat Norway in Auckland. Now, it was surpassed when Spain last 16 win over Switzerland and Sweden quarterfinal victory over Japan. Both drew capacity crowd of 43,217 to Eden Park of Figo match at Tuesday semi-final. Moving on in the world of tennis now, come with me. And Murray on Tuesday pulled out his first round match at the ATP Cincinnati Open with injured Scott replaced in the draw by Germany's Daniel Amateur. Murray had been in doubt since last week in Toronto, where he landed in the third round walkover to eventual tournament champion Jannik Sinner. The three-time Grand Slam winner was suffering with an abdominal injury and now has less than a fortnight if he to pull up the feet for the US Open starting on 28 August. Amateur faces Australian Alexis Poprin in the first round. That's just what it is in the world of tennis. It's just big to look into talking about tennis. And Murray, anytime I love to talk about this man. He's a big man in the game. But come with me, let's go talk about Saudi Arabia. People have been asking questions, what's really going on, what's really transpiring. But for me, I feel like this is a project, and is it really going to pay off? Of course, yes. Not long I talked about how I feel like the Saudi side will have the edge over more than the, talk about the German Bundesliga, maybe, just maybe, or also more than the Eredivisie of the Dutch side, because reasons being out now, this said country or this said Arabians are really making everything cool. Now, moving on the show now, Saudi Arabia Professional League Football, Al Weda have announced the signing of Nigerian forward John Jody Gallo. The 34-year-old signed a 2-year contract with the Knights. Gallo's rival was announced on the club's social media on Tuesday night, a new ego with the rank of the Knights. Now, welcoming Gallo reads a message on the club official Twitter handle. The striker left former Saudi Arabian Professional Football League side Al Hilal in June following the expiration of his contract. The former Watford star previously played for another Saudi side, Al Shabab. Gallo was top scorer in the Saudi League with 20 goals 2 seasons ago. He won the league title and Kings Cup during his time at Al Hilal. That's the club really getting to sign a whole lot of players. Now, away from Jody Gallo, Nigerian men's national basketball team, the Tigers, will not be part of the Olympic game party come summer. Moving on, it's a very, very bad one. Summer of next year in Paris after their second defeat at the FIBA pre-Olympic qualifying tournament. The Tigers fell for the second time before supportive home crowd 68,007 against Mali a day after they had been defeated by Senegal at the ongoing event in Lagos. Mali, like Senegal before them, rallied from behind after trailing through the first round to upset the host from the tip off. Now, Nigeria looked an improved version to the same side that lost in Senegal, imposing authority to the Malian side early in the game. Although Mali gradually grew into the game and Nigerian players were able just to get out the first half with 43-38 points. The second half continued in a similar fashion, and the Tigers continued to dominate proceeding. However, the opponents showed later signs of actually putting up a fight, but the quarter 61-53, the Tigers started the last quarters of the game as they were in a self-destruct mode. They totally lost control of the match and turned over possession almost willingly, and Mali capitalized on it. It would have been the very first time for the Nigerians to qualify, but they're missing out of the Olympic Games since 2008. I mean, that was the last time we got onto that phase. Doesn't sound cool for me. But away from that story, let's keep running. AS Monaco is keen on signing Gift Orban and seems they are ahead of the race to land the vulnerable forward. According to reports in France saying Monaco have offered a higher sum than Tottenham Hotspur, and talks are progressing with KAA Giant. Meanwhile, Tottenham are ready to pay initial £27 million, but Monaco came up with an offer of £30 million plus add-ons. The Premier League side could be forced to improve their offer as Gift Orban would welcome a move to Premier League side. Now, Lille and Eintracht Frankfurt of Germany are both teams also being linked up with the prolific forward. Orban has 25 goals in 25 games since arriving in Gent from Norway back in January. His impressive goal record certainly adds to his appeal. It will be interesting to see how the transfer situation develops for Gift Orban. Time will not let me talk about this man. 25 goals in 25 games, top-notch player on the time. Gift Urban, Nigeria international, plays for Giants. It's high time we keep calling. We call this man. He's been amazing. I don't know a better word to use. Sensational, outclass manager, outclass player. Sorry, better word. He's been great. When I watch him play, sometimes I'll be like, he needs to call up to the national team. And his name is Gift Urban. 25 games, 25 goals. What more do you want to talk about this man? But away from that, still talking about transfer news on the show. Chelsea are edging closer to signing Michael Olise from Crystal Palace. According to several reports of the Blues, have activated Olise £35 million release clause. Talks over personal terms have been ongoing for weeks now, and sources have also confirmed the 90 minutes that Chelsea have taken a step further in their negotiation with Palace as they seek to get agreement over the line. The deal is expected to be concluded this week. The 21-year-old, who can play both in the midfield and also both on the wing, spent several years in the Chelsea academy before leaving age 17. I mean, that's 14. Olise is currently sidelined with a hamstring injury he picked up out of some of the Under-21 European Championship. That's Chelsea wanting to get every player on the verge. Now, Spanish international goalkeeper David Raya has joined Arsenal from Brentford on a season-long loan. Arsenal confirmed the loan deal in a statement on Tuesday. The 27-year-old has been an integral part of the Bees team in the recent season and played in all 38 of the Premier League matches last season. Now, born in Barcelona, David Raya came to England at 16 years old when he signed for Blackburn Rovers as an academy player. A short-term loan to Southport in the National League, promotion to the Championship as well in the Rovers, and 108 senior appearances later saw David Raya depart Lancashire for West London back in July 2019. Now, he's gone on to make 161 appearances in all competitions for Thomas Frank's side, and his first season for Brentford ended his performance being rewarded with the EFL Golden Globe and narrowly missing out on the Premier League promotion. I'm just trying to be pacey, so we get to talk about all the stories. Now, let's talk about Lionel Messi. He's a big name, big player anytime. Lionel Messi scored his 9th goal with his new club, and Inter Miami reached the first major final in club history by departing a Philadelphia Union 4-1 in the League Cup semi-final on Tuesday in Chester, Pennsylvania. All 9 of Messi's goals since his Inter Miami introduction last month have come in the League Cup, a tournament contested, by a whole lot of teams between all 47 teams in Major League Soccer and Liga MX. He will look for his 10th or more in Saturday's night final against Nashville SC, who beat CF Monterrey 2-0 in other semi-final later on Tuesday. Now, the final will be played in Nashville. Joseph Martinez opened the scoring with his 3rd goal of the tournament, and Messi, former Barcelona player, talk about his teammate Jordi Alba, scored his first goal for the Herons in the win, with all of those coming from halftime. Now, David Rees as well added just another one, a late insurance for Inter Miami, as they outscored opponent 21-7 in their 6th game during the tournament. And that's just what it is. Philadelphia, Messi. See, time will not let me talk more about Messi. What is brought over time is just so classic. Messi is 36. He doesn't play anymore like a 36. Messi's enjoying his current time. Messi plays like a 24-year-old man. And I want to tell you this for free, right? I feel the Barcelona connection still remains intact. Most of the time, we will see Jordi Alba get onto the lines and dress the ball out for Messi, and he finishes and he gets to score. Also, Sergio Busquets as well. And I feel like the team plays for Messi. They play for Messi, and it's just what it is. His goal tally keep including his goal, the way he scored yesterday as well. His goal tally keep running higher every day, and maybe that's a message for Cristiano Ronaldo talking about goal qualities. But it's just a whole lot to be talked about. But hopefully tomorrow happens to be a Thursday. But I'll be back here on Voice of the People TV to give it to you the way it needs to be. As this for me remains my objective. But stay tuned, go nowhere, more interesting programs coming your way. My name is Kizzy K. Good morning. Bye-bye for now. Ooh.